Rami Khouri is a distinguished public policy fellow at the American University of Beirut. He joins us now from New York. Now, we've talked twice since these attacks on Doha, Rami. How has your assessment of it all changed, given the diplomacy, etc., which has been occurring?
Well, Rashad, it's not only changed in the last few days. This is the most decisive and delicate moment, I would say, in relations between the GCC Arab states and the United States, probably in the last quarter century or more. It's really an incredibly important moment. All the Arab countries are, especially the Gulf countries, are worried about the nature of the relationship with the U.S. They're not sure that they can rely on the U.S. to actually be a trusted security partner. They know they can do business, they can buy and they can sell and they can do all kinds of things, but they're not sure if the U.S. actually will protect them when they need protection. The Saudis experienced this a few years ago with the attack by the Yemenis, and now Qatar has experienced this. So this is a really important moment, and it's not clear how much coordination has taken place among the Arab Gulf countries, including other Arab countries, how much coordination has happened that will allow them to take significantly impactful and credible collective political action. They've rarely done this. This is an area where Arab countries have not been, winning awards in the last half century. They don't take decisive action. The last one was probably the oil boycott in 1973, but those were different days. So this is really the issue to look for. What will the Arab countries do in terms of action beyond just making good statements? And your report mentioned the General Assembly vote. This is a tremendous potential opportunity for not only the Arabs, but the whole world that opposes the Israeli genocide and the American and European enabling of it, an opportunity to do something by taking this matter to the General Assembly. And this is what people are exploring. And we don't know if the Qatari Prime Minister is going to raise this directly with Trump or focus more directly on bilateral relations. The American president's pledge that this attack by Israel will never happen again in Qatar is not worth very much because, unfortunately, the U.S. and Israel have both shown that they don't keep their word. So they need more than just verbal commitments, and this is what we have to keep our eye out for.
So, I mean, Rami, no doubt the unified approach from the GCC is likely perhaps to emerge in a more concrete fashion after this meeting, which takes place, this summit takes place on Sunday. But what about the GCC being united in itself? Has it not surprised you, given the anger and the vehement condemnation of the act from all the GCC states, that you would have thought that perhaps the UAE at least would have recalled their envoy for consultation?
You would have thought that, but it's not happening yet, and this is one of the big question marks. We don't know if the Arab countries, either individually or collectively, can go beyond rhetorical consensus and making statements and voting at the UN and doing all that. Can they take actual concrete actions, even if they're just symbolic actions, like bringing their ambassador home for consultations? They don't do this very often, and this is the basic dilemma. All of the Arab countries, not just the GCC, all the Arab countries are deeply linked to U.S. Systems for their security and military operations, for their own defense. They can't run their militaries without American parts, service, training, backup, other things. And this is the limit that they all face. So they have to find a way to make a political statement that is credible beyond just dramatic statements. Yeah.
Rami, thank you so much for your time. Great talking to you as ever. Rami Khouri, the distinguished public policy fellow at the American University of Beirut.